morning.
Good morning, Mr. Pepe. Let's start with your presentation.
El
Good
Pepe.
morning. I'm Pepe. I'm 21 years old and I would like to postulate for one of your vacancies.
Now, tell us your motivation to work in our establishment, McDonald's.
My first goal is to get a stable income source as a cashier and get the accomplishment of the month. Then I would like to move along the corporation pyramid and get to a restaurant manager and from to cleaning until I reach the complete domination of McDonald's fast food chain.
Interesting. I see that you are a pretty ambitious person.
How is your experience daily with public?
Formerly, I was known as influencer, therefore I have got experience dealing with a lot of people.
Fantastic. That comes ideas for the catcher's position. But tell me, how's your experience in the kitchen?
Formerly, I used to cook for my family member, so I would say that I can handle myself with total safety inside the kitchen.
Perfect.
Tell me, Pepe, you worked on some establishment before, or it's your first encounter with work environment?
Formerly, I earned experience working as a cashier with a Falabella, and I had no problem when it's come to attend client. Therefore, I have managed to raise a lot of experience in various work areas.
Great. That sounds pretty well. Do you prefer to work alone or with another employee?
I really have preference to work with more employees in order to achieve great effectiveness when doing your work. As well as teamwork is great for me. I'm quite sociable person.
Great. For now, we are going to continue according to the protocol. And tomorrow, you will be here for a day of trial to see your department within our work environment.
The Pepe, you left a great image. For now, the managers of human resources will tell you how the local works. We hope to see you again at the top.
Thank you. I see you tomorrow. Mr. Vidal, it's a pleasure to meet you in person.
Yes, it is. Let's start with the interview, then.
Good morning, gentlemen. I am Arturo Vidal. I am 34 years old and I want to apply to be a pilot of Formula One.
Let's start with the reason why you want to apply for the vacancy for the Formula One pilot.
I would love to postulate as a Formula One pilot because I love cars, adrenaline, and speed without limits.
From what age do you drive vehicles?
I learned to drive at the age of 14 years when I stole a car. Since then, the car engine has been part of me, and I am one with the car.
Are you willing to take the risk of suffering an accident that may put you in a critical state or even to the death?
I am aware that being a pilot of Formula One is dangerous. However, I am willing to take the risks to fulfill my dreams. I love to give everything from me always.
That's amazing. Not all people have the dedication that you have, Mr. Vidal. Now tell us about your driving experience.
As I told you before, I drive since I was 14 years old. Although I have had some infractions and accidents for driving in a state of drunkenness.
Do you know the problem that I could mean?
Yes, I know. I am very conscious about that topic. But don't worry. I'm not going to drive drunk during my races, only during my free time.
Mr. Vidal, do you know the problem that you would to use an event to your own life?
I know I'll be fine because a good person, and my son is the Monkey Vidal, the best YouTuber of Chile, and he loves me a lot.
And what does do that have to with the security that you give use at a time for driving?
Have faith.
Well, Mr. Vidal, we are happy to inform you that you reprobate your job interview, since your responsibility as a driver could cause damage to our name, to the sports and the life of innocent people.
A pleasure to talk with you. Take care, Mr. Vidal. Drive well, return home.
I don't understand your decision, but I can't do anything about that. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Morning, Mr. Etesech.
We are glad to have you today with us. You look like someone very promising. Let's start with the interview.
Thank you. I'm glad to be of your liking and for having high expectation of me.
Then it would be so kind from you to tell us the reasons why are you here today.
You will see my father was ward and died in service. That's why I want to be a ward, to remember and pay tribute to my father. I need two economic funds to help my mother and my girlfriend, Potasio.
The same very humble lifestyle. I would love having you in our unit.
But this is just starting. You still need certain requirements.
I will keep it in mind.
First, do you have some experience in security area?
No, sir. It's my first time that I try to work as a ward, but I keep my neighbor safe. I managed to capture the biggest big fat going of my locality.
That sounds very good. Even though you haven't exercised the ward profession, you managed to catch the dangerous big fat gang. I didn't know it was you, the one who caught him. Now, tell me, are you aware of the risks that this profession carries with?
Of course, sir. I'm used to give everything from the children of my town. I feel that I was made for this job.
From what I see, you are willing to do anything for this job. Thanks to the experience you have shared with us, we see in you are very promising in future.
Well, dear Etesech, it was a pleasure to have this interview with you. We think you are a person rather than helpful for this job. Your story really thrilled us, and despite not having experience exercising work as ward, your actions speak for themselves. We are glad to give you the good news. You are hired.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I need this work a lot to maintain my family and to help my mom, which after the death of my dad carries with a few important economy problems. Truly, this is the best thing that could happen to me. I'm so glad to work with you.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to interview you.
It was really a pleasure not only interview with you, but also the fact you shared that emotional part of your life with us. We hope to see you soon in action.
Thank you, gentlemen. Until next time.